Hey guys, what's up? It is the Tia Skipper here. I did this simple beat today, and I want to talk to you guys about something that's really been heavy on my heart today. So if you want to see how I did this simple beat, and it really is simple, I promise, then stay tuned. Y'all, emotionally, I don't know if it's just been me, but emotionally, y'all, I've been triggered. I don't even want to use the word trigger. I feel like we overuse a lot of words now. But I just have been really in tune with my feelings about certain things. I know I look crazy. I got this LA Pro color corrector on. But I've just really been, my heartstrings have been really pulled in certain things. And one of the things that just hit me today was just like, yo, I'm tired of trying to fix myself. And I feel like me even doing my makeup right now is kind of, it may be working against myself, because I feel like as I say that, I want to cry. I feel like as I said, I want to cry, and I do want to cry, and I feel the tears coming. But I'm going to try to finish my makeup at the same time, because I look crazy talking to y'all with orange on my face. I'm tired of trying to fix myself. And from my area, fixing has always come in aesthetics, like what I looked like. You know what I'm saying? More specifically, my weight. And there's been times where I got a hold on it, and I was so consistent, and I was seeing results right away, and I was just so focused and ready and killing it. And then whenever something emotionally really hard happened to me, I would like relapse and gain weight back. And so I've been eating better, I've been working out, and I feel better just from eating better and working out. It feels better. But of course, y'all know, when you playing with the scale, child, it's just like you want to see numbers move. Even though you feel better, you just want to see it. You want to see the numbers. And as a woman, with water weight fluctuating, some days, you'll appear smaller in number on scale, and then some days it'll go back up. And so that can be discouraging. And even though I know this, I still be annoyed and discouraged from the numbers that I see. And so I weighed myself this morning, which I shouldn't have done, because I just ate and all of that. So I already know that's never the time to weigh yourself. But I weighed myself, and I just on my way to weighing myself, I was just like, yo, I'm tired of trying to fix myself. And I was like, I don't even care how much it says. I don't even care. And I've said that before and still cared, but I mean it today. And I know I mean it because I'm doing a video versus laying in the bed, allowing my day to be ruined because of a number on the scale. I'm using this black opal powder in the color. I'm using this black opal finishing powder in the color medium, 400, to set the color correction. But yeah, I'm not laying in the bed depressed or nothing about it. I just feel so much grace for myself, and that's what I wanted to talk to y'all about. Like, I am so proud of myself for reasons I never would have thought would have been accomplishments for me. And one of the biggest things that I'm so proud of myself for is how much grace I've been extending myself, and the low tolerance that I've developed for negative self-talk. Like, if I hear my thoughts trying to beat up on me, I instantly jump to it like, nope, we're not doing that today. Nope, we sure not. And she'll be fine. That's me protecting myself. And I'll be like, and she'll be fine. And so what, she didn't work out today and she'll work out tomorrow. She doesn't have to do it perfectly. She's still consistent, even if she doesn't do it 7 days a week. The consistency is not in the number. The consistency is in not quitting. And so when I was going to weigh myself, I found myself taking up for myself. Like, you know what? I'm not finna punish you. I'm not finna harp on you. I'm not finna compare you. I'm not I'm not about to think or entertain the thought that I'm less than, or that I'm not going to have the best of things because I weigh a certain size. You know what I mean? And the heartbreaking part of that is, if you've ever grown up like heavy set and struggled with the shame of being bigger, and not that it's even your shame, people put that shame on you when you're younger, because they laugh and they talk and they bully you for your weight. So if you ever dealt with that, then you've dealt with the discrimination that people go through who are fat, or who do have features that people feel like are less than beautiful. And you end up learning that, oh, if I'm fat, or if I'm not pretty, no one's going to want me. You end up learning that, or feeling like you're not going to be able to have the things that other people have because you're less than desirable. And so then losing weight or being pretty becomes more about, it's not even about the weight. It's like you're trying to do whatever you can do just to get what everybody deserves. Like, it's like you trying to figure out, how do I just get to a foundation to where I'm accepted and loved, you know, instead of shamed and embarrassed of. And I learned that growing up, like, to be ashamed of my body, that it wasn't beautiful, that it wasn't worthy, that it wasn't first choice, you know, that it was something to be ashamed of, because, you know, certain men, or the men in my experience, that wasn't what they were looking for, you know. And I've just been in this space for a while now. I want to say for some months, for real, where I just had no tolerance for bullying in my own mind, where I had no tolerance for telling myself, oh, you're not going to have this because you're not this weight. Yes, I will. Yes, I can. And my life doesn't start once I get to a certain size. My life has already started. But the best parts of my life doesn't happen once I get to a place. And I've always lived like that, because that's what I thought was true. I thought that I didn't have love when I didn't have certain things because I was fat, or because I wasn't as attractive. And I unfortunately ran into and dated insecure men and was around insecure people that pushed that same message on me, you know, or to me, that I wasn't good enough because I wasn't pretty, you know, enough because I was heavier. You know what I'm saying? And I just won't do that with myself. I'm not gonna do that. And I feel so emotional because, see, I said this was pointless. Like, why am I doing my makeup and I feel like I'm about to cry? I won't do that to myself. I'm not gonna do it, because I was so oblivious to how painful that was to me, because I was so focused on being palatable and attractive to other people that I wasn't paying attention to my feelings, you know. And the beauty about being single or being by yourself and really looking at yourself is you start to realize, like, yo, I abandoned myself so many times for the sake of someone else's gaze or approval or love or whatever. And I've made enough mistakes to realize how cheap that is, you know, and to realize how better it feels to like and love and appreciate myself, you know, and how it feels better to cook, you know, fruits and vegetables when it's what I want to eat, you know, I desire to eat it, versus feeling like I have to eat this so that once I do this, I can have love, you know. I spent my life up to this point calculating things, saying, okay, if I do this, then I'll be able to have this, and if I do this, then I can have that, and it's fucking exhausting. So if you are watching this video and you've been trying to fix yourself, and it could be many ways, it doesn't just have to be like through trying to lose weight, you know, it could be you trying to get all of these accomplishments, going to school, trying to get all these degrees. It could be you trying to start all these businesses. It could be you trying to get a whole bunch of tattoos or piercings. It could be whatever you're doing that you think you have to do to enhance your visibility and value. And I just want to say in perfect English, no the fuck you don't. You don't have to do that because it's cheap. It's cheap. Like, people's affirmation is so cheap, but it costs you so much to obtain it just for the glimpse that it exists in. Like, it doesn't last, and people's gaze, it doesn't stay on you. They'll look at you, they're looking at other people, they doing other things. People have their own lives. So no, you're really not the apple of anyone's eye. You're not the main focus of anyone, because people have to live their lives. And I think that when you've grown up in a way where you were overlooked and you were treated like you were invisible, it's like you spend so much time trying to be seen and to be validated and to say, hey, here I am, you know, am I worthy now? You know, am I worthy now? And it's just like, yo, I absolutely am. And I'm not saying that because I want to believe it. I'm saying it because I'm done doing it the other way. I'm done accruing debt with myself. Like, okay, well, you owe me this. You owe me weight loss. And you owe me perfection. And you owe doing this perfectly. You gotta, I'm not like, no, I don't. I don't owe nobody nothing. I don't owe being a perfect example to nobody. I don't owe being a perfect size. I don't owe nothing. I don't owe anything. And that's the thing. Like, when you come into this world and you're not what people want or what people approve of, then the world will tell you you got to do all these different things to qualify, to be worthy, right? Like, oh, you can't do that, or you're not as pretty. Well, you better be a hard worker, you know, or you can't do this. Okay, well, you better go to school for that so that you can do this. No, you don't. And all of these side roads and side ramps that people go through via business or relationships, all these hurdles and stuff that are man-made. And you go through them because you believe that, okay, well, if I do prove myself, then I'll get the love I always wanted. If I prove myself, then I'll get the chance. Then they'll accept me. Then I'll have friends, and I'll have what I never had. And I'll have, I'm looking for my concealer, y'all. You think like, yo, if I go through all of this, if I work so hard, if I sacrifice, right? If I give my all, if I let this thing suck me dry, then it'll finally be and give me what I want. And I'm here to tell you that never happens. That never happens. I'm using my favorite concealer. They no longer sell it at Sephora, y'all, so I'm sorry. But this is the Sephora Make No Mistake Foundation Concealer Stick. So you can use it as foundation and concealer. I use it as concealer. If you can find it, it's in the color 10 Cedar, Cedar. But yeah, people will tell you like, yo, you gotta do all of this stuff, especially like, because I'm in music, I know this too, like via my industry, right? So even in music, they'll tell you, yo, you got to do this, and you got to lose weight, and you got to look this way, and you got to put this out first, and you got to work with this person before you can do this. And you don't even realize that all of these obstacle courses people are putting you through has everything to do with how it benefits them and not you. And because you really think you need fixing, because you really feel like you're not enough, you're genuinely ready to better yourself, because you're like, yo, I'll do anything. I'll do anything to be loved. I'll do anything to feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'll do anything to be in purpose. Just to find out at the end that that long, hard road you worked so hard for still leads nowhere. You're back at square one, and then you figure out that the person you tried so hard to prove yourself to, you're better than them. And when I say better than them, I don't even mean materialistically or what you're doing in life. I mean, you're a better person than they are. You're worth more than the person who's charging you a fee, right? You're worth more than the person who's telling you, you got to prove yourself to me. You're a better person than they are. But because you still in this mindset that you got to fix yourself and that something's wrong with you. Y'all, I'm just so over it. Side note, I let my concealer, I know this is like, this is so funny how she going in and out, but whatever. I let my concealer sit for a little bit. The longer it sits, the better the color is going to come through. So this one has a yellow undertone. I love my highlighters to have a yellow undertone to it. So I let it sit a little bit. And this is also a cream-based concealer. So I just let it sit, and then I'm going to blend it out with my beauty blender. But if you've been, like I said, if you watch this, because I know this is going to be long, but more than anything, I just needed to release it off my chest. It's just like, you don't have to fix yourself anymore. Right where you are, right where I am, the best things can happen to me. Right where I am right now, I can meet the love of my life. Right where I am right now, where everything is, my finances, my credit, my car, my work, my mind, my heart, my everything, right where every single thing is in my life right now, I can still have the absolute best experience. I can still laugh the deepest I've ever laughed. I can still laugh the longest I've ever laughed. Right where I am right now, I can have the greatest experiences. I can make the most money I've ever made in my life. Right where I am right now, because let me tell you something. Life is pointless if you spend your life trying to fix yourself. You won't even let yourself enjoy it because you're so busy trying to stay pretty. You know how long I felt so torn. I felt so torn with who I was because I have a lot of energy, so I love to play sports. I just love to have fun, so it don't even matter what it is. But like when it came time to playing sports or dancing, I used to love to dance, but I always felt like I had to choose between the two because I wanted to still be pretty. You know, I wanted to be pretty, and I knew if I went out there and played touch football with the guys, it wasn't going to be pretty. I was going to be sweaty. My hair was going to be messed up. And so many times I felt like I had to decide between being loved and being me. I felt like I had to decide between being chosen, being seen as attractive, being picked, and having fun. And so there were times when I chose to be pretty, and I was bored. I was bored, and I was bored, and I wanted to play. I wanted to have fun. I wanted to feel alive, and I did it. And this is what's crazy. I traded what made me have fun, what brought me joy, just for someone to affirm and say, oh, you look nice, or you're pretty. And sometimes that didn't even happen. So I stopped myself from doing what I wanted to do because I wanted validation. I wanted to be seen as feminine. I wanted to be seen as a pretty girl, you know. I wanted to be desired and wanted. And so I was always so ready to be whatever I needed to be loved. Whatever, you know, oh, is this too much? Or am I coming off too aggressive? Or am I, you know? And what that does is it puts you around insecure people who are looking for somebody to control. And you show up ready to change anything and everything about you, ready to move around, ready to be so compromising because you just want to be picked and loved and held on to. You're going to attract narcissistic people, and you're going to attract people who have very low self-esteem, and they're going to use you to feel powerful because they know you're willing and ready to be anything and do anything for acceptance. And so then that spirals into abusive relationships and abusive friendships. And it's like, I know I'm saying a lot, y'all, but this is really just me looking over my life and decisions and choices that I made and the pain of that, like, of not being myself because I didn't want to be too weird, or I didn't want to be perceived as being weird, because the fear was, well, if they don't think I'm like them, then why would they want to be with me? You know, people want to be with people they feel like they can connect to, and So I just feel like I was always trying to fix myself to be normal. And when I say normal, I mean not too much, not too little. Trying to fit in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like, and what's funny is I don't even think a lot of people's problem is that they're perfectionists. I'm using Revolutions. You can't really see it because it faded, but this is by Revolution. I bought this from Ulta. It's their banana deep powder. Okay. I don't think a lot of people even strive for perfection as much as they're striving for the middle. It would seem like it's perfection, but if you really looked at it, sometimes we don't even really care about perfection. We care about what we think people care about. And a lot of times, that's not even the highest standard for our life. It's really mediocre. It's not really what we want to do. It's not really what gets our gears going, or it's not really what inspires us. A lot of times, we strive for what we feel like will inspire people. And to me, that's not a high pursuit. That's not perfection. That's mediocrity. But we make certain choices sometimes because why? We don't want to be alone. And then we get into trying to fix ourselves because we feel like, well, if I fix myself, then I won't be as alone. I won't be lonely. I'll be able to have that relationship. I'll be able to have those friends. If I make more money, then people will value me as a person and they'll listen to what I have to say. You know, if I get more credentials, then people will start to take me serious. We do all of this running around to get people's opinion and attention and their gaze on us. And it's like, I'm just tired of that, man. I really am. And I don't have the energy anymore to do it. And when I say energy, I mean like in my soul to do it. I've paid a high price in terms of being what I felt I needed to be in order to be loved, to be liked, or to belong. And I'm not paying that anymore. Not at all. I'm not paying it. And I would tell you too, sis, or you too, bruh, or you too, mama, or you too, grandma, auntie, niece, nephew, who's ever watching this. It's a difference between wanting to be better because that's better for you. But there's a difference between that and trying to fix yourself so that you feel like people will choose you. Because I guarantee you, the ways you'll know you're trying to fix yourself, you'll know because all of your energy will be on the outside things. I'm contouring with this True Complexion contour palette from Black Radiance. This is in the color Dark Deep. And I'm using the middle one. As you can see, I didn't hit pan on that thing, child, because it's my go-to. But I was going to say, the way you know that you're trying to fix yourself for other people is because when all of the work you're doing is on the outside. I'm just carving right now, y'all. I'm not really blending yet. When all the work you're trying to do is on the outside. And all the times I lost weight before, of course it's easy to say, I want to do it for my weight. This is the first time, for my health. We'll say that, right? I'm going to do it for my health because I know I need to be healthy. But this is really the first time I've ever approached losing weight and eating right, literally for my health. This is the first time I've ever done that. And that's how I know that's about me. Because that's based on the inside. But before, it was based on the outside. And some days it's based on the outside too. Some days I look in the mirror and I just be like, I'm sick of seeing this. And then some days I'm like, listen, girl, first of all, you've been losing weight. Second of all, whose rush are you in? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're taking the steps that you need to take, you're going to get there, period, wherever there is. So yeah, y'all, I don't know what I'm gonna do today, but I just kind of needed that moment with myself or with y'all to just talk it out and just say, like, yo, whatever we do moving forward is not from a place of feeling like there's lack. It's absolutely gonna be from a place of, what do you want to do? What do you want to experience? Not because you have to earn it, in a sense, or not because like, I'm not setting any goals for happiness being over there anymore. Does that make sense? Like, I'm setting a goal, but I'm not making my happiness be based on the goal. Like, I'm already happy. That's just something I want, versus saying I need to get there because that's what's going to make me happy, because it doesn't make you happy. And every time you look at a scale, or you look at that goal and you realize how far away you are from it, you'll get discouraged. You will get discouraged. I'm going in with my Juvia's Place palette. This is a Zulu palette. And I'm going to use this orange just in my crease, just a little bit. And y'all, this is typically my everyday look. I know it seems like I'm taking a long time, but it's only because I'm talking to y'all and doing it. This is really a very quick look. All I did was do the color correction in the beginning, put my foundation on, concealer. I set my concealer, I did my contour, and now I'm just lightly doing. Now this orange is very potent, so if you want that orange to be like boom, then you keep packing it on. But I just want some light work, because I'm not really going nowhere right now. I'm going in with this Morphe pencil it's called Trendsetter by Morphe. I'm gonna line my lips, and then I'm gonna go in with this color from Anastasia, and it's in the color of it's called sepia. It's a liquid lipstick too, so it's gonna dry matte. And let me know, y'all, if y'all like Get Ready With Me's. I'll try to do some more. I really was just trying to kill two birds with one stone by talking to y'all about that. And just really wanting to help anyone who felt like they're trying so hard. And things feel different when you're working on something from a place of excitement and positivity and love, versus working on something from a place of feeling lack and anxiety. And not enoughness, right? So I think today I've got some CDs that I need to. I actually have 100 CDs of my album Ikigai. If you haven't heard my music, go check it out. It's everywhere. This is my first album I released called Ikigai, and I have to package them. So I'm gonna do that today, and probably go for a walk. I did an amazing workout yesterday, so I'm probably gonna go for a walk today. I'm not sure. I ain't gonna lie. I'll probably end up doing a high intensity workout today as well. But as you can see, it dries down matte. Isn't that cute? And this is my simple little beat. Y'all, we done. We're literally done. Sometimes I'll add Can y'all see this? Yeah. Sometimes I'll add this glitter in my tear duct, which I love. It's so cute. Should I add it? Y'all want to see it? I'm saying y'all want to see it. Like y'all was saying, yeah, girl. And I get this from the beauty supply. This was only like $1.99. Also, y'all, quiet as kept, y'all. My Anastasia liquid lipstick. I got this from TJ Maxx. Sure did. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this in my tear duct so I can show you how it looks. But it's so cute. It's so cute. If you made it through this video, I know it's mad long, but if you made it through this video, let me know. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know that you made it through. And then too, in the comments, leave something encouraging. Leave something encouraging for anyone. If you connect to what I was saying in this video about just being tired of approaching things from the place of trying to fix yourself. Leave something encouraging that you've learned, that you put into practice, so that you can move in love more so with yourself. Or if you're in a space where you're like, yo, I don't even know how to stop fixing myself or I don't know how to love myself or accept myself, put that down in the comment box and let us encourage you, okay? I love y'all so much. Thank you for watching my video. And again, let me know if y'all like this. Get ready with me, and I'll do some more for y'all, okay? See you soon.